Hi, welcome to part 1 featuring my review of Nightfell, Children of the Moon. This is an expansion for the Nightfell setting, a supplement rather, because you can use this with any tabletop RPG, specifically D20 based systems. This is for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, but with a few modifications you can adapt this to other D20 based systems. Now I'm going to announce a contest. You can win every single book produced so far for Nightfell in PDF format if you answer the following question. Which ones do you like the most? Vampires or werewolves? And why? The answer that I like the most is going to win the complete bundle. Every single book so far at the time of this review, every single book in PDF format of the Nightfell setting for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Starting from the time when I upload this video, I'm going to wait 3 days. You have 3 days to write your answer in the comment section below. And 2 days after that, I will announce the winner. More details will be found in the pinned comment below. Now let's talk about the quality of the PDF, because this supplement features lycanthropy, everything related to monstrous transformations because of a wild and terribly divine energy. The quality is excellent. You have bookmarks, everything is well written, organized and explained. The illustrations are beautiful, haunting as expected of a Nightfell product. The graphic design is elegant, moody, mysterious, so overall the quality is perfect. Now let's talk about the contents. This book starts with a proper introduction. Contained here you have items, you have player options, you have lots of lore, you have an adventure, you have a bestiary, everything in accordance concerning new lore related to the Nightfell setting. There are also some details concerning how this book was inspired by lycanthropic folklore, specifically the Italian tradition. And there are some notes on safety, but well, this is getting ridiculous. Tabletop role-playing games and the Nightfell setting are safe. You're not going to die if you play a tabletop RPG. Unless someone brings a gun or a knife to the table, you are perfectly safe. This is about comfort. If you think an imaginary werewolf is going to kill you if you play a game with an imaginary werewolf or such, then you need to look for professional help. So rather than handling it as security or safety at the table, it should be comfort. That's why you have Session 0. This is where you clear out all of those details concerning what is acceptable, what is not, instead of interrupting the session with the lines and the veils cards, saying something like, oh, I'm not comfortable that this game happens during the night of the full moon because I broke up with my girlfriend during a full moon, so please no, and things like that. You break the immersion, you destroy the magic of the roleplay when constantly doing that, or even just a few times. The magic and the mystery of the setting now becomes hostage to the whims of someone that wasn't clear during Session 0. So to sum things up, if you have problems when it comes to playing in a dark fantasy horror setting, then don't play it. As simple as that. Or when you are uncomfortable with certain things, then make that clear during Session 0. That's it. Now let's talk about Chapter 1, the nature of the beast. This is all about the lore. There is a good piece of fiction at the start that I'm not going to spoil, but it really draws you into the setting. Now let's talk about the accursed lineage of Lupercarnos, the genesis of the werbeasts. In the world of Yurmen, werbeasts originate from an echo of death. Unlike vampires, their curse is attributed to a major authority that draws as much power from the moon as Mirithlen can, making it one of the most powerful entities in Enferun, amongst those known to mortals. As deduced from the reading of the truths, the echoes of death are a twisted reflection of the primes, generated independently from them. When Mirithlen ascended to a stature comparable to the solar deity Sulen, a new evil arose as a reaction, and linked to lunar phases as well. To Kogas, the first witches to be attracted by his power, he was known as Lupercarnos. To Perchtas, he is a being of a higher hierarchical order, as his area of influence similarly affects animality and predation. Lupercarnos, as well as the other echoes, has managed to breach the veil of reality and concretely extend his corruption over mortals, thus giving rise to a new ilk of nocturnal creatures. The curse of Lupercarnos, on par with Avernia's vampirism, is a terrible threat born out of the Selenite star's defilement. Lupercarnos manifests himself in the material world in the same hybrid form as those who have been touched by his curse, albeit huge enough to shake the forest floor and uproot centuries-old trees as he passes. His outlined image can be seen on idols scattered throughout the wilderness, erected by sacrilegious altars in his honor. In the lands where the power of the primes is weakest, and where the corruption of Enferun is strongest, one can find shrines in his honor. Some lycanthropies have testified before the masters of tradition how this echo of death can also manifest himself in a smaller, far more hideous form, on a hunt for new chosen ones. There are many legends associated with Lupercarnos and lycanthropy. Amongst the grimmest stories related to the advent of the Werbeast Lord is an ancient legend which scarred people long before the last sun. The tale tells a horrid procession, rife with the figure and the spirituality of Lupercarnos. A procession known as the Spectral Hunt, also known as Dead Hunt, Night Hunt, Spectral Hunt, or Wolven Wraiths. They are an army of ghostly beasts, mostly Cainites, led by one or more horsemen with hideous features. Spotting the Night Hunt has long been considered an omen of misfortune. This phenomenon began after the genesis of Lupercarnos, and the creatures that are part of it are said to be inferior echoes of death. In some apocryphal tales, it was possible to count the souls of the enchained dead among their ranks. It is said that the count of the Wraith's followers is endless, and that they serve as an army for Lupercarnos along with all lycanthropies who succumb to their feral nature. And yet, these are beliefs without any real foundation. The confirmed thesis on the myth of the Dead Hunt describe the signs that foretell his coming. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the worshippers of the beast and many other things. Don't forget about the competition or contest. The answer that I like the most will be given the full bundle of Nightfell products so far released in PDF format. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.